Ava to join. We are going to be sharing something really exciting that we have in the works at the moment. So I'm just going to wait for her to come on. Here she is. We have in the works at the moment. So I'm just going to wait for her to come on. Here she is. All right. All right. All right. Well, we're waiting for Ava to come on. Here she is.
Hey, beauties. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here.
Hello. Welcome. Wow. We are so excited to just share what we have been creating, what we've been dream weaving, what's been coming forward. We have something really exciting, and it's still very much in the foundational phase of creation. And so we're just wanting to bring it to our community and just start sharing it and getting a buzz around it, and allowing you to be part of the building process, because we're very much in that building stage. Ava is here. She channels DiYeena, part of the Living Ma and the Living Ma. And so we're going to bring in DiYeena today at the end. She's going to share a little bit about what we are dream weaving and creating, not only just with Ava and I, but also with the entire Living Ma collective, bringing this heightened Pleiadian frequency back online through the essence of play, which is so incredibly exciting. So Ava, I don't know if there's anything that you want to share on that.
Oh my gosh, so much. First of all, I'm so grateful for all of you being here and tuning in and just really saying yes to yourself, saying yes to being here at this amazing time on the planet. And we have been having some amazing downloads coming through bit by bit. Every time Shiloh and I get on the phone, get on Zoom, get together, it's hilarious because we're literally receiving the same information because we're so aligned with who our guides are and who's coming through. So it's just such a sweet connection and sweet opportunity. And what is coming through is really around the essence of play and the importance of that, and not from a wounded child perspective, right? Not from that inner child work perspective necessarily, but it's from literally having this lost part of the human consciousness, like the being that you are. There is literally a particle that is the essence of play that has literally been robbed from all of us. You know, it's like at some point in our collective, in our evolving as grown-ups, right? We get to this point in life where all of a sudden we're not allowed to play anymore. What happened? We're not allowed to play. It's not allowed. It's not appropriate. It's not cool. If you're a teenager, it's not cool to play. You put on your headphones, you kind of do the cool thing, right? Like you're the cool kid. Playing's not cool anymore. And then we go and we start working, and all of a sudden it's just like work is the thing, you know? And it's like my 4-year-old daughter is like, well, kids play, grown-ups work, you know? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, when did that happen? When did that happen on our timeline, right? So we're really here to figure out what is this essence of play? What does it mean to really have that piece reclaimed in your own being? What does that actually feel like? What does that look like? What is that experience like? So we're really excited to have these pieces drop in. And Shiloh, I don't know if you want to tell everybody about even just the frequency or the word play itself and how that all came about. It's so fun.
Yeah, I would love to. And just thank you for sharing that. We really have lost this essence of play, and bringing that back online. It's really, it's activating this heightened frequency, right? And, you know, something that DiYeena has shared with us time and time again is, you know, Ava and I have just an extensive background between the two of us with all of these spiritual modalities and ancient tools and wisdom. And she continues to come in and say, yes, it gets to be that, but it also gets to be in the essence of play. That's a big component that is missing in all of this. So it gets to be all of it. And so as we were going back and forth and sharing this, my hand picked up my pen and I wasn't even looking. And before we even knew that it was really the essence of play, we were just really tuning into that. And I wrote down the word play. And underneath, I wrote Pleiadian Light Ascension. And then the last one wanted to be yard, and we were really tuning into it. And I ended up picking it up and looking at it and showing Ava, and I was like, I literally just wrote play, and it says Pleiadian Light Ascension Yard. And so then our minds were just blown and our hearts were just blasted wide open of course, play would be this acronym for Pleiadian Light Ascension Yard, which is exactly this container that we're bringing to all of you. It's again, the tools and modalities and all of the practices that we've been cultivating throughout not only this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes. And we're bringing it into this playground, into this spiritual playground. And it's this frequency, this Pleiadian frequency that's coming alive, the deepest remembrance that's awakening within all of us. So that's the essence of what we're really bringing forth right now. And again, it's really in this yummy creation birthing phase. And so we're really wanting the community to be a part of that process as well.
Exactly. Sorry, that's my phone.
No worries at all. And so, Ava, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to share on that, or if we're feeling like we want to bring DiYeena in to talk about it a little deeper.
I feel like they have, like every time they come in, they always have some new tidbits and some new pieces. And as I was getting dressed this morning and feeling into this live, I was really, really feeling that. I was like, oh man, they've got a little bit more context to share with us here on this piece of play and what we're really creating here together. And what I'll say before we bring them on is, the invitation here is really to come on this journey with us, is really to join in this piece, because it's like we're literally as much in the mystery as you are in this. And so why not come along with us on this ride, and why not, get a front seat ticket to being a part of this and watching this journey unfold, and being a part of the decisions that get made of what we're actually creating, because this is a co-creation. It's like we're here to be listening and to be helping to create the yard, so to speak, but all of us are doing this together. Like, this is what play is all about. It's like you bring your friends, we all get together, and we figure out what's the most fun we can possibly have in this moment, and what that does to the frequency. And this is really the piece that I will say before we bring her in, which DiYeena will probably touch on, is the frequency at which you're vibrating at when you're choosing to be in the frequency of play. And that it actually, she has mentioned, is actually higher than love. Like, the frequency of play is such a pure frequency that is so necessary in the complexity of who we are, that like we haven't even had the opportunity or the allowance of that frequency. And so what happens when all of a sudden you're allowing this frequency in that has not been allowed in who knows how long in your life, and you're all of a sudden available for so much more. And so I am so excited about this. I'm so pumped up about this. And I am stoked to bring on DiYeena whenever I feel like it's ready, because I just could feel them getting so excited about this opportunity and what's coming here. So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to bring her in. I'll just one short piece before we bring her in. The essence of play, of just what you're speaking into. There have been many times where the two of us have been in a serious business meeting, right? And we're like looking at all the pieces, and DiYeena's just knocking on the door, and she comes in and she reminds us of that essence of play. And I will say that every time I'm in her frequency, I have the biggest smile on my face. I feel my heart just opening to a level of that I didn't even know it can open to. And it's just an instant frequency shift, just aligning with the resonance of the Pleiadian frequency, because it is alive in so many of us. And if you're watching this now, it's most likely alive in you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been drawn to even come to this experience, or drawn to the frequency that is existing within this container. And so just in my experience of even getting to dreamweave and create in this, it's activating a level of play in me. And it brings this light. It activates this light that I didn't quite know was there. And so that's why we both feel so fired up about this, and we're just so excited about it. And so, yeah, let's bring her in whenever you're ready.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go right out and put you in touch with the Pleiadians and the living mom. Here we go. Pleiadian family, you see, we're here to bring the love, and I'm very, very special today here to bring the play as well. So we are excited about the conversation we are having here around the very frequency of play. You are both articulating some of the essences of it very, very well, and we are excited to provide a little bit more context, you see, because we are talking about the frequency of play and what it is in the body, you see, because it is, and this is something Ava said a little bit, you see, is that we are really creating a place where you have accessibility to your multidimensionality, you see, on all the different levels, you see, because many of you like to stop at the third dimension, and then you get very excited when you tap into the fifth dimension. You say, oh, I am living in the 5D now, and you are all excited about it. But then then maybe you go a little bit higher, maybe you do a little bit of meditating, you see, and they say, I was all the way up on level 13 with my higher self. It was so amazing. I cannot believe it. You'll never believe how beautiful my higher self is. And you are all excited about level 13, you see. And then you're like, well, I guess we stop right there, because where else do we have to go, you see? This is not the end, you see. This is only the beginning. You see, and so the frequencies that the essence of play allows you to tap into are bringing you into the multidimensionality that is infinite in capacity. You see, it does not have a number that stops on the elevator at number 13 or number 33 or wherever. You see, it is really the infinite of the expression, because this infinite, this piece that is missing in your, we're saying missing because this is just the way to say it in a fun way, you see. But this is really the piece that has been forgotten. It's really more the truth of it all, because it's never gone, you see. It's never gone. It's just something that you just push to the side, and you say, no, not important, not today. You say, where they had that phrase, not today, Satan. We say, not today, play, you see. And how long are we going to say that for, you see? So this is the exciting part here. We're no longer going to say that anymore. We're going to say, welcoming in the frequency of play, which is, you see it in the children. You see how excited they can get, the purity of the joy. It's the purity of the joy that is the frequency that expands infinitely, you see. And this is really the piece that is really allowing you to not only connect to your own multidimensionality, but it allows you to connect to the multidimensionality of all of creation. And why is that important? Because then you are connecting to your fellow human being friends, your partner, your lover, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son, your family, you see, your mother, your father. You're connecting in on the deepest place of remembrance between two souls that have love for one another. And you're able to have the connecting points. You see, you're able to more easily find these places of overlap within each other, because you are opening up to the fullness of the creative force within each. You see, so you're finding more of the harmonization points, the activation points, the overlapping essence pieces that are the same in each of you. And that allows you to have compassion for each other. That allows you to feel love for one another. That allows you to have spaciousness for each other, to have their own experience, to have their own purpose, their own reason for being here, and at the same time coming together with the frequency of love, the frequency of play, the frequency of joy, and saying, well, I just love you. It does not matter that you have all these beliefs that I think are just flat out wrong or flat out inaccurate, you see, but I can still love you through all that. I can still love you around all that, because I see your essence, I feel your essence, and I feel that part of myself. You see, so you're able to have more connection with each other and feeling the frequency of oneness. You see, it is not the new age oneness where it's like, oh, we are all one, we're going to have a party because we're all one, we're just going to forget about the 3D because we're all one. No. You see, we have to bring it all. We have to bring it all in, and we have to consider both the all and the one in all of it. You see, we cannot forget about the 3D human meat suit, you see, because this is the really important part. This is the part that gets to do the job. This is the part that gets to have the experience. So we take care of it like we would a very sacred temple. You see, we take care of the temple, and we acknowledge its role in the oneness. You You see, we have to acknowledge the fractal's role within the context of the one and hold space and awareness for both to exist. So when we are playing, we are really in the weave of that. We are in a weave of perfection within the oneness and the individuality of the fractal, because it is the individual fractal that is doing the playing. It is the individual fractal that is having this experience of intense joy. This is the individual fractal, your individual being that is really in the frequency of play. And usually when you are playing, you're usually doing it with another person. This is really another key point. It's like you can play by yourself and you can have a lot of fun in the imagination of it all. And when you are playing with another, all of a sudden, this whole other orchestra begins to excite and it begins to explode. And so you're in a circuitry with each other. You're in a circuitry of love. You're in a circuitry of expansion. You're in a circuitry of expansion that is endless. And so this is really the part when you are in play, you are tapping into the infinite that has no end. So the potentiality is limitless. So this means that whatever you want to create, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to experience, when you are in the frequency of play, you are in the place where you can activate potentiality for anything that is possible in your world to manifest into your experience. Because it is such a high frequency, and it is so pointed, it is like a bow and arrow. You see, it is so pointed in its frequency where you can really hone in whatever it is in the creation that you want to play with, literally. It's like a child who decides, I'm going to go play with the blocks now. And they go and they play with the blocks, you see. And they go and they say, I'm going to go play with my bear now. And they go and they play with their teddy bear, you see. And so it is really, and they just do it, you see. And there's nothing blocking it, you see. And so as we grow, you see, this is the part that does not need to change. You can still play in this way. And you say, okay, I am going to manifest this. We say all these fancy words because we're grown up and we think that we have all the information and we know all the things. So we grow up and then we say, okay, now we're going to say we're going to manifest instead of play because we are a little bit older and wiser, you see. But it is really the same frequency, you see. So you are, it is really the way that we manifest it through the play. Isn't this fascinating?
It's extremely fascinating. Thank you so much, DiYeena, just for explaining it in that way. So what I'm hearing is that the frequency of play is not only connecting us to the multidimensionality of all things and bringing us into a deeper connection with each other and our soul essence, it's also bringing us into a place of us activating our ability to be full creator beings, where anything is possible, where we're in limitless potential, and we're tapping into the infinite. And so we're really able to, we'll say our human word, manifest anything through the essence of play and really bringing that frequency back online in each and every single one of us.
Weaving this together, you are beginning to get it. You are connecting the dots, so to speak, plugging in all of the outlets, you see, and turning on all the lights. It's very cool.
Absolutely. Wow. Is there anything else that you want to share just with what we're creating with the essence of play? Is there anything else that the Living Ma wants to share in this space, DiYeena?
Yes, my dear. So what we'll say is we'll tell all of those who are tuning in here that we're getting so excited about what is coming, but they're still like, oh, what is it, you see? And the reason why we will not say, oh, it is going to be this or that is because this is up to the Shiloh and the Ava, you see, because it gets to be fun. It gets to be something that is fun. And so they're going to ask for your input, you see, and for all of you to co-create something that is fun together. You see, so you could just say, this will be very, very fun if I had a place like this on the line or in the person, you see, either one, both, where I could do this, where this could happen, you see. And you just co-create together, you see, because there is too much of this going on in the webs where you have one or two people coming on and pretending to be the experts and all of the things, you see. And this is really, well, we all have things to share, you see. None of us are really, we are really all doing it together, you see. And so it is really important that we bring in all of you as community together to co-create together, to weave it together, you see. And so bringing in the inputs and saying this would really be loving to have this because I've never seen this before, you see. And so what we'll say is that there is going to be a place, we call it a yard, a play yard. You go outside in the backyard, there's that kind of thing, you see. It is, you go outside to play, you see. You can go inside to play, you can go all around to play, you see. But it is really tapping into your ability to be a multidimensional co-creator with the universe and calling in whatever it is that you're wanting to create in the world. So it can be a very creative place, a place where you can co-create, literally, as an artist would create. So having a place where you can come together to create. So in that way, you call it like a mastermind kind of thing, where you bring together the genius of the minds coming together. You see, to co-create. So you're creating through the play, you see. And this is the piece that you will have to unlearn a little bit. Because you come together typically for, you hear the word masterminded, but you have people sitting around in a room, or maybe on the little boxes in the, what you call the Zoom room. You see something like this where you are all being very serious. You see, and this is the part where we have to kind of like throw a little bit of a paintball in this situation, right on the screen, you see, and wake it up a little bit and play a little bit and find a way to make it more fun, you see. So thinking outside the box, literally, and finding new ways to co-create these old paradigms where we have shown up in these particular containers that have looked like this and have these kind of terms and are called these kind of things. Maybe it feels a little bit similar, but has a very, very different essence. And that is the frequency through which you are going to be planting your seeds of what it is that you are birthing into the world. You see, and it is going to be through the frequency of play. And how do you do that? Through the frequency of play, co-creating with others who are rooting you on, who are really voting your victory, so to speak, who are really there to see you succeed. You see, also planting their own seeds of creation, what they would like to bring forth into the world. So you are doing it together, and when you're doing it together, it amplifies the frequency. So all of you are then co-creating in an amplified way, where all gets to be in existence in the most beautiful of ways, you see. So this is what we'll share with you about the Pleiadian Light Ascension Yard.
Thank you so much, DiYeena, for coming in today, to sharing and just connecting with the community, and just sharing the essence of play. I just feel like this was so activating for all of us that we're here connecting just with this frequency, with the wisdom that's here. So thank you for sharing. And yeah, we'll allow Ava to come back in, and then we will wrap it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we begin to tune in more and more and to share this vision. Share it. Bring your friends here. Share it together. Let's build this frequency of light together so that more and more and more can begin to tip the scale, so to speak, in our favor. We love it very, very much, and we love all of you. And we are saying goodbye from the living Ma, from the Pleiadian, from the Ascended Masters, from all of the frequency of the Isis, the Hathors. So many people here saying you're doing a great job on here. So thank you for doing your part, doing your role. We love you all very much.
Hello, welcome back. Oh my goodness, so powerful. DiYeena just coming in and really sharing a deeper essence of play with all of us in the co-creation of that. So everyone that's here on the live, if you want to be a part of this journey that we are walking on right now, and like as DiYeena said, it's really taking this entire collective. We're here to dreamweave. We're here to co-create together. You can click the link in my bio, in our bios, and if you are catching the replay, you can actually just comment play below, and you'll automatically get sent the link with a link to put in your email address, and then you can follow along on this journey as we're in this creation process. You really get to be a part of it from the beginning, which is so incredibly exciting. As DiYeena said, it's still a mystery, and we're still really activating this essence of play. So as we really start to activate this essence, more and more of this is just going to continue to come online.
Yeah, and we're going to be sharing with you like throughout this whole journey, in terms of if you're, sign up, get your name just on the list, go click the link below, put in your email, and come along the journey with us. We're going to be giving you updates. We're going to be sharing behind the scenes tidbits, downloads from DiYeena, little snippets of funny things that are going on between the two of us. We're going to be bringing you in, asking for your feedback, asking for your advice, really co-creating with you. And, that doesn't get to happen unless you go click the link. So go click the link, get yourself on the list, get yourself a part of this as one of the founding members. This is really a place where really you're getting locked in as a founding member for whatever gets launched. So go do it, get over there, be a part of it from the beginning. We're co-creating together and we're going to do this.
Yeah, it's so, so exciting. And, you know, I'm sure all of you can feel it, but I know when DiYeena comes into the space or any of the living Ma, I just like, I have this smile that I just cannot get rid of. It's like, I feel like my face literally hurts after we do these sessions together. Because it does, it's the activation of play, just what she spoke into. It's literally the creation of tapping into the creation of the universe. DiYeena, I want to play Where's the Link? So the link is in my bio. If you just go click the link in my bio, it'll go to my link tree and it's the first link just on top. It says play. You can go in there and put in your email address. And then again, if you are catching the replay, you can actually just comment play below to get that link as well.
All right.
Amazing. Anything else you want to share before we close up?
Let's do this, guys. I'm excited for us all to co-create together, to play, and I just am really feeling the purity and the frequency and what it has access to. I'm really tapping into how expansive this energy is and how expansive it's going to be for you personally when you actually activate this frequency in your own body, in your own field, and begin to live from that frequency. And that's really what we're doing here, is providing a place where you can really reclaim that essence of play for yourself and allow the magic to really begin to unfold in your life in an even more powerful way than it already is.
Amazing. Well said. I'm so excited to go on this journey with every single one of you that say yes to being a part of this. It just feels so magical already. So with that, we will close up for today. Please go and sign up. Just put your email in there. Like Ava said, you'll get to come along for the entire ride with us. So we will be seeing you all soon. I guess we'll most likely be doing another live in March to give you the next little snippet of what is really coming forward. This co-play is what I teach and practice teaching these days. Plays daily, an empowerment employee appreciation coach. I feel this is my magic. Yes, absolutely. So come be a part of it. Come check it out, sign up, and yeah, and more to come. More to come.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
To go on this journey with you and see all of you in the play yard, you know, in the Pleiadian Light Ascension Yard.
Absolutely. The spiritual playground. Let's go.
Exactly. Spiritual playground.
All right. We'll see all of you so soon. Sending you all love.